Hello family, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Angela, and here on this channel I create beauty, fashion, and lifestyle content, in particular for the woman over 40. Well, today's video is not my regular video. It's pretty much a good old, let me just dump stuff that's coming off my brain. It's just a chit chat, kind of what's going on with me in life, and just wanted to talk to you guys as if you were one of my girlfriends. Well, I call y'all family, so I'm just gonna talk to you as if you're a family. So if you like to sit and chit chat with me, then stay tuned now. Let's get started. So the first thing I wanted to talk to you about was my new studio wall. That is this wall behind me. And the purpose of creating this wall was primarily for Instagram footage and for footage when I get ready to create content for brands. I wanted a very clean, a very professional aesthetic, nothing with a lot of color. It's going to be very, very neutral. It's going to be white, cream, black, and that's pretty much it. Those are only colors I want on there. And it's important for me, especially if I'm going to be working with brands, maybe like a makeup brand or a skincare line. They don't want to see other skincare products in the video, and they don't want to see, you know, a lot of business in the video, so that the eye is directed straight to their product. Also, I just want to change it up a little bit, and I like it a lot. I think it simplifies the aesthetic. It really puts the focus on whatever I'm talking about, whether it be me or whatever the fashion is at the moment. And so it's okay that I felt like it was okay that I do that. And I'm very, very pleased with it. It's still a little work in progress. So the table is a table, actually I saw a bench built like 99% just like that when I took my grandson to the bar shop. And I was looking at it and I was asking the guy, where'd you get that bench? Who made it? Because it was really nice and had it in the middle of the floor for people to sit on. And I was thinking they should have had whoever made that, or have someone to cover, sew them some pillows to sit on as well. But I thought it was really interesting, and I like the roughness. What'd you call it roughness, honey? He's behind the camera. What would you call it? The aesthetic of the table. Rustic. Yes, that's the word I'm looking for. It had a really rustic look. The one in the barbershop had a yellow paint on it, or yellow, what do you call that stuff? A yellow wash on it, but I don't like that aesthetic. And so I brought it home. I'll show you a picture. I brought the picture home and showed it to my husband. I'm like, this is really nice. I like this. This looks like you, but it also looks like something I would love to have in my studio, like a table. And so I showed him the table, and he made it for me. Well, I showed him the bench and he made it for me. And I wanted it very, very neutral. So this is the color I chose. I was gonna do it white, but once he completed it, he and I agreed that we like this color. This color is really nice and really neutral, and we could use it for a lot of things as well. And we'll just use it, and we'll use it for my Instagram page and his Instagram page as well. If he's shooting content or we're shooting content for him, the pieces on the table will be a lot different than if we're shooting content for me. Now, the last time I was, not last video, one of my previous videos, I showed you a vase, and I told you that I was gonna put some Bantu knots on it and paint it white. So I did complete the Bantu knots last night, and it took a lot of hot glue and some of my fingernail polish. My fingernail polish, see them two fingers right there? The fingernail polish is off because, honey, quit laughing. I got so much hot glue on my nails that I had to file it off, and I will get my nails done today. Not get my nails done, I'm gonna do them myself. So for the next year, I'm not going to the nail salon. I'm gonna be doing my own nails, because the last time I went, and I had to do my nails, I realized my nails were so thin, paper thin, that I could feel heat. Like when I went to go wash my hands and the water was hot, it hurt my fingers, because my nails had gotten so thin from them filing my nails. Even though when I go in, I asked them not to use the file too much, they were still doing it too much. And so I decided, you know what? I'll do it myself. Bought my little nail kit from Amazon for like $25 with the dip powder, because I like the dip powder. And I did it myself. Just don't look close. It's not perfect, but you've seen this black nail polish. It's not nail polish, it's dip powder on my nails. So the last 3 videos I did it myself. So the right hand wasn't quite as cute as the left, but I think after a couple of months I will have it perfected. Anyway, I had a lot of glue on that to file off, sit out. So here is Don't laugh, but I think it looks cute already. I just need to paint the entire thing white. The vase, here are the Bantu knots. And this is exactly what they look like when they're on the woman's head. So I'm very, very pleased. This took just one pack of rope from, let's see if I get it closer so you can see the rope. And I didn't have enough to go all the way on the back. So I just put it on the front. So I'm gonna paint this entire thing white. And I'm probably going to, hold on one second. That's loud. That's loud. I'm probably going to put it probably right there. And again, I want some really nice organic white twigs or some white flowers coming out of it. And I put the Bantu knots on there because Bantu knots are something that African women wear in their hair. I'd never worn when I was younger, but I've seen a lot of young ladies nowadays rocking Bantu knots, and I think they're beautiful. And so it's a homage to my heritage as a woman of African descent, and also it gives a lot of texture, and I like the texture and the contrast, not just a flat aesthetic. So that is what's going on with that. I did have some footage of my husband finishing the table, not necessarily him in the midst of creating it. It took him a few days, I think in the afternoon when he was off from work, to create it, and I am very, very pleased with it. I am loving that table. So the main thing that I really wanted to talk about today was, I'm not gonna get into specifics, but I really wanted to talk about us making certain that we make self-care a priority. Now, I know we are living in tumultuous times. There is a lot going on. It's a lot. It can be overwhelming, regardless of what side of the aisle you're on, but there's a lot going on, and it's disturbing to a lot of us. It's disturbing to me. And I just want to encourage you to make certain you care for your mental health. I'm going to tell you some of the things that I'm doing to make certain that I don't get dragged down a rabbit hole and end up feeling sad at the end of every day, because I have to be on social media. And I'm trying to limit the amount of social media content that's going to have me feeling down and unhappy for large amounts of time. I really don't want that. So some things that I am doing currently are I've signed up to do some volunteer work at a very specific, I won't tell the name of it right now, but it is a home for young ladies, and I'm really, really excited about it. So my goal is to volunteer a minimum of once every 2 weeks. So we'll see once I get into, I'm already in the system, but I haven't had my first volunteer day. So I'm really excited about that. I think for me, when I am doing something or caring for others, it keeps me grounded and it keeps me humble, and I appreciate that. And if I can help, if I can be of help, that's what I want to do anyway. But it helps me mentally and emotionally, because I can't take care of someone who is in need and worry about myself all at the same time. So that is really a fantastic distraction for me. Also, I'm making a commitment to myself to learn something new. Now, if you don't know me, you probably don't know that I love, love, love learning new words. But you know, menopause is playing games with my memory, trying to retain the information that I learned. So one of the things I try to do is try to learn a new word every single day. But I need to not just learn the word, the definition of the word. My goal is to learn the word, put the word in a sentence, and try to incorporate that word into my vocabulary, because I really want to be able to express myself seamlessly without having to think about the word, like, you know, look, oh, what word am I trying to think of, without trying to have to think about the word that I need. I know the word, but I can't remember what the word is to describe the feelings or the message that I'm trying to get across. So that I'm doing that. Also, I'm always trying to learn new things. I am a very, very hands-on person. I like to be in it and digging and touching and that sort of thing. But I told my husband I really want to learn how to fly the drone, because if you've been watching, you might have heard me talk about starting my husband his Instagram page, and so I wanted to get some footage of him, and I want to learn how to fly the drone. Well, I can say that it looks a lot easier than it is. Now, flying it forward is no problem. in a straight line. I can curve a little bit. Flying it and curving it around corners is a bit challenging, but flying it backwards, and you fly it backwards if you have someone that's walking towards you and you want that footage of them walking towards you or towards something, that is difficult. And so we went outside and we practiced a lot. I did get some really good footage of him walking. And the bigger challenge when we did that was where he was walking and it was a little path in the woods. So not only did I have to keep the camera on him, I had to make certain that I didn't hit the trees. Then he walked across the bridge and I need to make certain that I don't fly it out of the sky and it falls over in the water. So it stressed me out a little bit. Okay, more than a little bit. But it was fun. So I felt very accomplished when we left the park. And I was very, very happy with the footage I got. And that's something I'm gonna be practicing doing a lot. So I really want to create content that's a little bit different than everybody else's if I can. Sometimes I think that's a great skill to have, because you just never know. Like, what if one of y'all invite me to your wedding if it's close and I can come, and then I can fly the drone and get some really great aerial shots of the wedding and of your guests and of you walking down the aisle. See, you would want that. I would want it for myself, but I think that's a great skill to learn, especially for somebody like me. I think it's even better skill to learn for young kids, not little kids, but like teenage kids. So we'll probably end up showing my grandson how to do it. I think they'll have a easier grasp of the concept of the joysticks and stuff. I did play video games, but not nearly as much as they do on a computer. So I was very pleased again to learn. I still haven't learned, but I need some practice. I need a lot of practice. And I realized those batteries go dead really fast. They go dead really fast. And we had three batteries, and they went, in my opinion, they would go dead fast, because I'm thinking about the battery life of a camera or recording equipment compared to that. But the camera and recording equipment is not motorizing a piece of equipment to fly. So maybe that's the average life. But to me, it felt like it was going dead fast. One of the other things that I'm doing to maintain my sanity and to make certain I don't go down a rabbit hole of being sad and because I'm so overwhelmed and feeling empathetic with everything that's going on, is I try to watch some positive creators on social media, and I have a list of several that I'm flying right now. And the first one is called Conflictish. Oh my God, the first time I heard him, like I said, he stopped me in my tracks. I stopped and like he just commanded without being overbearing. He commanded my attention. The way he spoke, it was gentle, but it was firm and it was warm all at the same time. It was very charismatic, but probably not intentional on his part. But again, the name of his channel is called Conflictish, and his name is Ryan Dunlap, and he's a conflict strategist. He was in the military. He used to be a former hostage. Let me get this right. He used to be a former hostage negotiator, which is crazy. He's a coach, a pastor, and a speaker, and he talks all about conflict resolution. It is amazing. So I watch his stuff because I started watching it a lot. It keeps popping up on my For You page, and so when it does it, I can just go to his page, and I really, really like it. It's very inspiring, and there's a lot to learn, even for someone that's my age who's gone through a lot of conflict resolution situations. There's a lot that I didn't know, and it's been very helpful. I really, really love his channel. The second channel that I'm loving is a page called I Am Natasha Main, and she is a divorce attorney. She is phenomenal. She always gives words of inspiration. She wrote, and I'll see if I can find it. She wrote a blog about narcissists. Oh my God. I am not a prolific writer. She definitely is. Well, she's an attorney. Of course she is. But it was a lot of food for thought and very eye-opening. I've not dealt with a narcissist myself, but I thought it was from what I know, she was so spot on. It was just amazing. She gives a lot of advice to women, and she gives a lot of advice to women and people about relationships, what you should not accept, how you should carry yourself. Again, because she's a divorce attorney, she knows, she sees this on a regular basis, and I just love her channel. The next channel that I've been watching is Learn with Brian. He is an 8-year-old. This little boy has been here before. I don't know. This little boy is so intelligent and so articulate. You can tell that he just loves history and facts. He just wants to know. Like he can tell you which country in the world has the highest population, which country has the longest coastlines, what are how many number of countries are on this continent, name the number of continents, and he just spits them out. I send clips of his stuff to my daughter all the time. I'm gonna see if I can get my grandsons to start watching his channel, and I just love it. It just fascinates me. When he starts speaking, and it's not with arrogance, but it's just matter of fact. Like, he knows what he's talking about. He is pretty much a genius. He is going to be something amazing to see when he becomes an adult, and I am, for one, going to watch his journey. I'm so interested in what he wants to be when he grows up. I guarantee you he already knows. But he is definitely a phenomenon. And if you have grandchildren, or if you have boys, or even girls as well, I shouldn't even just say boys, but he's a person that a young man can look at and say, oh, I want to do that. I want to be like that. Maybe I need to learn more. Maybe I need to study a little bit more. But it just makes me smile every time I see him. And the last one that I've been watching, but I've been watching her for a long time, and her name is Benjula Holmes. Honey, Benjula's style, we don't have the exact same style, but our paths are right beside one another. I can look over and see, okay, I like that, I like that. She always wears something, or there's always something in all of her looks that I love. And somehow she knows how to, quote unquote, put it on. She completely, every time I've ever seen her, she looks very intentional. She is layering. She loves jewelry. She loves brooches and pins, and she is the accessory queen. From the eyeglasses to the earrings, the jewelry, the bracelet, the rings, the outfit itself. She just does a phenomenal job. And all of her footage, I've never seen her footage not shot either in her storage facility or in the hallway of a storage facility, all of it. But she does a phenomenal job of getting dressed. Like, she gets dressed, and I love it. I love the color. She does prints. She does it all to perfection. It's all so well done. Her eye for style, she definitely should have been a stylist. I don't know what she does for a living, but she definitely should have been a stylist to the stars. Not just a regular style. Like, she should have been high-end styling, because her eye and her vision is just out of this world, and I love everything about it. What else did I want to talk about? Talked about my learning new words. I did the drone. Oh, one of the other things that I am starting to do, and I know this is going to be a little bit expensive. Also, I'm finding myself becoming I want to stay at home in the house too much, a homebody too much. I'm already a homebody, but I'm finding I am staying at home, like I am wanting to stay in the house entirely too much. So I think I'm going to get me a part-time job, like 1 day a week, on top of the volunteer 1 day every 2 weeks. I want something that's going to make me leave the house for sure, because I could go all week long and not leave home and be just as happy as I can be, have the groceries delivered, cook my food at home, and have no problem be in the house all day. Maybe it's because it's winter time, because I don't like to be cold. That has a lot to do with it, but I want to force myself to leave the house. So I'm thinking about getting a part-time, just 1 day a week, home health job. I don't want to go inside the hospital. I don't think I would mind doing a clinic job though, but I prefer just to have one patient that I work with on a regular basis. And that's because I don't want all the I don't want to be a part of any cliques. I don't want all the stuff that goes on when you're working with a group of people, because people, it's just too much. And I want to maintain peace. I want my life to be as peaceful as possible, because there's already a lot going on in this world right now, and there's a lot going on in my family. Everybody's happy, everybody's fine. Well, I ain't gonna say everybody's happy, everybody's fine, but you know, living life, you have your ups and downs, and so I don't want to deal with drama, the drama of working in a workplace with people and different personalities on a daily basis. I just do not want that. So I'd rather have my patient that I'm taking care of. I can talk to my patient can talk to me. That one-on-one is what I really want to do. And that's probably why I want to get into styling. I really want to lend my vision or work with the client to create the vision they want, and lend my expertise if I if I have any. I think I have a little bit, but I want to lend what I know and help them to be the best version of their self, help them create their vision, and help them transform their lives and their wardrobes and the way they dress into that particular vision. So I'm definitely still on that journey. I'm starting the baby steps of getting everything done. I think I'm pretty much done with my logo. Right now I'm looking at the colors that I want to have for my brand, and I want to have two different sets of colors because I want to work with male clients as well. So I want a set of colors that when I create products for men, I will have this set of colors. And when I create products, and I'm talking about digital products, and when I create products for women, I want a different set of colors. I don't want anything just neutral. I don't want something that represents me, but also represents the vision that I have and the feeling that I want the client to feel when they're engaging with me. So I'm working on that right now, behind the scenes. And I think that's pretty much it. What else I want to talk about? Oh, I know what it is. Because there's a lot going on, and not just because there's a lot going on in the country right now, or actually in the world right now, but definitely a lot in our country. I wanted to remind people that if you can at all times, try to be kind. And I bring that up because people are leaving comments in my comment section. And I know that I put myself on social media, but that still does not mean, it does not give you the authority or give you the right to write or leave what you may not consider are not kind comments. And just because you put a comment, a negative comment or negative thought in between two positive comments or positive thoughts, doesn't mean that it was still kind. And my recommendation is, if you wouldn't say it to me in person, if you would not walk up to me and told me, I don't like that necklace you have on, you shouldn't wear that. Even if you preference it with, I'm just trying to be honest, don't take this the wrong way, I'm just saying, because if you have to say all that prior to the comment that you actually want to say, then you probably shouldn't say it. You probably shouldn't write it somewhere where it's going to stay forever, because I'm not going to delete it. Now, if you say something really bad, I'm just going to delete and block. But I'm not going to delete the comment. Even when people start going to your comment and making comments to you about your comments, it's unnecessary. We all see things all the time when we're walking out in life, or when we're on social media, we're online. We see things that we just will shake our head at. That doesn't mean I need to write a comment about it to that person. That's not why I put myself out there. That is not what this channel is about. I want this channel to be a place of sisterhood, a place where we feel like family. And although we feel like family, and we have family members in our family that we don't get along with, that doesn't mean we're disrespectful to them. And sometimes it can come across that way, because I think sometimes those comments are coming from people who don't generally watch me a lot and may feel like this okay, and that is this space. It is not. It's not that kind of space here. That is not what we do here. We're here to bring love and kindness and joy, and talk about some fashion, a little makeup, a little skincare, and that's what we do. I think that's it. Also, if you haven't joined my Substack, I'm trying to be more consistent about uploading behind the scenes content that I'm doing. Also, the Zoom meeting that we have once a month is amazing. It just feels like, again, like I'm sitting down with some of my favorite people and having lunch or having dinner for an hour and a half, 2 hours, sometimes over 2 hours we're talking. It doesn't even feel like it's been over 2 hours because the conversations are so good. It's very informal. You don't have to come on with your makeup on. You can come on in your moo-moo if you want to. It does not matter to us because it just feels like a group of women who are talking about life. We don't go really in depth about anything. We just talk about what's going on with one another, and we have subject matter that we talk about, but it's always fun. It's always entertaining and very, very thought-provoking. That is what I enjoy about it. I enjoy that these ladies make me think, and we make each other think about things, and sometimes change our opinion about things. And I appreciate that. I appreciate speaking with people who don't have the exact same views as I do, who can challenge me to look at a situation from another viewpoint or from another perspective. I really enjoy that sort of engagement. And so that is what the Zoom call really feels like to me. It feels like a true sisterhood, like me and my friends or me and my cousins are sitting down having dinner and just talking in a private room at the restaurant, so we're not hearing all the background noise sometimes. And we're very, very supportive of one another, and I love it. So I will leave a link to that in the description box if you want. Somebody's door. If you would like to join. And that is it. I hope you have an amazing day. Bye-bye. I'm done. Who was that ringing the doorbell? What is it?
Something for you.
Oh, so it still like a picture? What's that from?
Are you done?
Oh,